Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading for December 2022. This is for my fellow Virgo suns. Virgo moon is what Sam has. He's a Virgo sun and a Virgo moon. And Virgo rising. You may be intuitively guided to the channel. I feel like many of you are now. You know, something I noticed early in, I want to say, my tarot career is there are a lot of Virgo readers. I don't know, there just are. So anyway, I also want to give a shout out to the Virgos in my membership group. There's quite a few, they're growing, so shout out to you guys. We're going live at 6 tonight. Fingers crossed, internet will be fine. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into your reading. So, December 2022, the last month of the year. Moving out of the year of lovers, moving into universal year 7, which speaks to your spirituality. You know, I feel like we have been doing a lot of reflection, and it's not over yet, but I feel like introspection, is that the right word? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that I feel like once we find true balance, then the skies are unlimited. It's unlimited. But it's coming to that balance. So I feel like maybe for some this year it was finding that, eclipsing what was no longer serving you. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way. And making room for what has yet to come in yet. We always need to make room. And that means that it's just like your closet, at the end of the season, well, I'm going to have to take my summer stuff out because I need to put my winter stuff in, right? I'm rotating. I'm not going to try to cram them all in there. I want to make room for more. More clothes. Anyways, we're going to use 3 different decks. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot for your clarifiers, or to go deeper, we're going to start with our Mother Mary Oracle. And I think this is the Tarot Illuminati. Excuse me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. And that's going to be your main spread. I don't know why. I felt like pulling them out. Like they really called for me. It's funny, now I get goosebumps. That tells me that I definitely chose the right decks. Alright, let's give them a cut. And by the way, everything's pre-shuffled. I just like to give it a couple shuffles with you here. And let's begin. Okay. Health. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. Health. Maybe someone's recovering. Maybe there's going to be recoveries. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. It doesn't always have to mean physical, right? It could be our mental health. Alright, let's see. We'll see how it plays in the reading. And we'll read it from the book at the end. I don't know why I'm shuffling like that. Someone, which is a very good suggestion, suggested I put a piece of memory foam or heavy foam under that microphone so you wouldn't hear the cards. But I get this feeling that there's many who like to hear it. You know what I mean? It's like the sounds, everything. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, I'm going to shuffle for your cards. And let's begin. I like it when a deck that hasn't been used for a little while takes its time giving us a card, because I feel like it's getting everything mixed up just the way it wants it. We have the High Priestess. Your intuition. It's like the High Priestess stands before the Akashic Records. And maybe it's the ability to see them. I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's interesting because I get this feeling like I'm going to learn something about myself that is very beneficial. And I feel like it's something that has potentially been with me lifetime after lifetime. So something is just, it's something about who I am, or my capabilities, something. I feel like this is like about to happen. I got goosebumps again. Alright, we have the King of Swords. King of Swords can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. We have, well, interesting because this is healing, 4 swords. And Mother Mary brought out the card. Our prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. Here they are. This doesn't mean something happens overnight. And look who's looking down at him. Mother Mary. Mother Mary. We have, interesting, the Devil. It's funny how in the beginning I said this may not only be about like physical health, but also about mental health. Sorry, Capricorn, if you're here, I don't mean to tie you to that, but I do feel, I do feel the energy. For some, it's a Capricorn, but I do feel the energy of it's almost like some type of mental, I'm saying mental, but it can even be like truth. I feel like I've been tied to my lower energy, and now I'm being released from it. Some of you could be over someone, whether I've lost them to the physical world or I just lost them in the world. They moved on. I moved on. Nonetheless, I feel like this is talking about healing over any of that. And then we have the 9 of Cups. Well, this puts you in happy energy. This puts you in, this is about finding a harmony within. I often feel in this energy like I don't have to search outwardly to find this sense of joy and harmony. I can find it within, especially Virgo. I feel like you leave Virgo alone, Virgo won't entertain themselves. They'll create a business. That's what I did. Out of nothing. You know what I mean? So, and it's interesting with the High Priestess above that, because I feel like something being revealed that it just, listen, it puts you in a state of joy with the 9 of Cups. Maybe you're releasing some old energy that, is healing. Maybe it hasn't healed completely, but maybe I'm still moving from it. And I like that Mother Mary is like looking down because, she was our very first energy. She watches over all her children, small and large. We have the Princess of Swords coming under the King of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Swords. First of all, I feel like there may be someone whose father had fallen ill. And I feel two different things, because I feel like if I've crossed over, I am healed. Like, I am healed. If I haven't crossed over, I feel like this is talking about the progression of the healing. And then it's funny because this princess, the Princess of Swords, to me that signifies this is someone who wants to learn to live their truth, their honesty. Like, this is what I'm learning as I go. This king may be someone who in some way helps this princess. Of course, this could be age difference also. And then this Ace of Swords comes in. It's like the healing takes place, and then the Ace. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. Can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Coming under that devil. That devil. The devil. And then look at this. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So it feels like some type of truth, some type of communication is coming your way. And I feel like when this and this feels like after a period of time. Maybe I've been kind of like in the energy of non-movement. I don't know. Or I've had to put my focus here. And now this is about you and you creating, because these aces are coming for you. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. And I also have to say, I don't know, I know I'm just like going back and forth, but it's like the messages are just coming so quickly. Because I feel like this Nine of Cups is, and I know what I know. Like, I've done this long enough to know exactly what it means. It's talking about, allowing oneself to heal. And then, I feel like before, it's almost like the cleaning of the closet. You know what I mean? And in the Nine of Cups, that's what I did. I cleaned my closet and I put in my winter wardrobe, and I'm inviting more if it wants to come. Nine of Cups, I'm just, I'm loving life. Doesn't mean life is easy. There may be other things. But there's change. Even from that, there's change coming. Because this Ace is coming into the physical world. And I feel like many times, it's like once we can find that inner joy, no matter what's going on outside the world, the more we manifest, because you have to remember, we are the manifestors. The more we manifest a good life. Some of you are working from home, and I feel like it's a spiritual type business, and I feel like you love it, or you're about to, and you're going to love it. Now, it doesn't mean it won't take work, right? Because the ace gives us the way, but we have to put the energy behind it, and it'll grow, and it'll grow, and it'll grow. It'll take root. That's what it wants to do. It can sometimes be something that will that will outlive you. And I like that. First of all, from planting the seed, I'm planting it out of the Nine of Cups energy. Well, I feel like it can only bring me good things back. Okay. Look at this. Another ace. Wow. Who else? I think it was Leo. Just had 3 aces. You also have 3 aces. All different. The Ace of Swords, some type of truth, some type of honesty, some type of communication is coming your way after a period of time of healing, whether that's you or someone else. But I also feel like healing of the mind's important that I say that. I feel like, I've broken free, or I'm breaking free of any illusions, what I think must be, and instead I'm learning, sometimes what I want to be can be more on a human level, but it won't produce what it is that you're truly desiring. And that's when you get this resistance. And I ignore it. So the resistance gets more. And I ignore it. So it gets stronger. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I like seeing that. Of course, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I like that the Queen has these aces all around her. So no doubt who the aces are for. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. That also comes with the Hierophant. Wow. First of all, it's interesting because 6 of Pentacles is mirrored by the Ace of Pentacles. And what beautiful charitable type energy this is. Because I am certainly, or at least I'm putting that intention out there, that as these pentacles come to me, that it's almost like I don't want more than, if I get more than my fair share, then I share it with the world in some way, some fashion. Because this is very charitable energy, and especially with the Hierophant over that. Some of you may be given to a church, that type of thing. I don't even know why I want to say this. I guess maybe because the devil's anchoring the ace. The only thing I would say is, know who I'm giving to. If I feel like I'm going to give them a hand up, then yes. But if it's something or someone who just, I know they're going to not give me a hand out, I'm just giving a hand out. So just knowing the difference. Funny how I feel like some of us have been look back at 2021 into 2023 or 22, and I feel like the change is for 2023. All right, we have the 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Okay, 5 of Cups, first of all, it's a 5, speaks to change. Maybe some change I didn't want, but nonetheless, it happened. The 5 of Cups is asking you, where is your focus? It's interesting when I see this card, Emperor's right below that, card of Aries. I think of a town that I lived in, not really during my happy years. And I don't even want to name the town because I know there's a few who potentially live there. But it just reminds me of that town, and it reminds me of my, I guess, kind of sadness at that time. And it wasn't because I had lost anything. It was just like what had become of my life type of energy. So anyways, it reminds me of that. And then I see the cloak of what feels like the hermit, like over this person, helping them, well, to keep them warm, number one, because it feels like a cold space. So this is where I'm focusing on those cups that have fallen over. And really what it's asking, because it's a 5, is change. And it speaks about what's yet to come after this change. And that is these 2 cups. Now these 2 cups can mean really anything. But often feels a soulmate type energy, like a 2 of cups. But maybe it's almost like your spirit guides are saying, but we wanted you to be in this place first. First. I feel like for some, like, there's been this period of time when you've been, it's like I almost feel like I'm losing my mind because I don't know what's truth and I don't know what's false. But yet, deep down I do. And maybe that's part of what's confusing me, because I feel like deep down I do know that something's an illusion. But yet, it feels so real at the same time. I don't know what I'm explaining, but it feels so real. It feels so real, but it's not. It's not. Okay. Let's bring in the Gilded Tarot, and let's get into this. Let's go deeper, if we dare. So you got 2 5s. That can speak about maybe potentially 2 changes in your life. One may be in your emotional house, and and the other being in your spiritual house, which is perfect because, again, moving into 2023, it really is going to be a spiritual time. It's when I feel like many people, maybe even I feel like a spiritual uprising. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to extremes, but and I don't think illusion and spirituality can live hand in hand. Okay. Alright, we have the Page of Swords. Interesting, because I feel like for someone, it's like I already feel the potential of this ace coming in. I can already feel it. And maybe because I've allowed myself, to heal. And now my intuition is opening up, like really opening up. And because I feel like I almost feel it before it comes in. We have the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands did show in reverse, though. I wasn't going to do reversals, but I feel like I'm supposed to leave this in reverse. Because I feel like this is about a change. It's interesting because 10 of Wands would signify that maybe part of what has been happening in my life is I have the tendency to, and listen, as a Virgo, I do know this energy, I know you know this, where we're putting out other people's fires. Our energy goes to that, right? And we don't put enough, well, I shouldn't say that. I just feel like this has been a period of time where it's like heavy responsibility, where I'm putting all the weight on me. And I feel like this is what you got to know. This is what you got to know. Now, with it being in reverse, I feel like that's exactly what you do know. You do know that now. Look at this, we have the Wheel. So I feel like if I've been in healing time, well, it's time to get moving. Because the Wheel is showing, and that means movement. Like, and again, it doesn't mean that I have to be completely healed from my whole life, but just, some things I'm just meant to let go of. But, it's like that ripped t-shirt, right? Like, but it holds memories. Yeah, but it's ripped. You're not going to wear it. You need the room. The wheel is destiny. And then look at this with the High Priestess again. So the top line is anchored by the High Priestess. Both coming in and going out. Coming right over the Devil. Well, I have to tell you, it feels like to me, if I have been creating any illusions for myself based on other people, based on just life, this is me seeing it. This is you having awareness. I feel like you're truly having awareness of the things that at one time tied you to it, tempted you to it. But mainly I feel anything that just feels illusionary, again, like just makes my head spin but now I feel like you have clarity over that. Power. It's really power over that. I like it a lot. We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords coming right over the Nine of Cups. Queen of Swords, first of all, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Excuse me. But this is really about, first of all, we have the Princess, right? The Princess of Swords. And now we have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is talking about your growth from the Princess to the Queen. And this is now you living in your truth. Your honesty. And I feel like this Queen of Swords, like inviting someone into my life that I couldn't trust, wouldn't happen. I wouldn't do it. Maybe I have, and I probably have, probably more than once, but I definitely feel like this is freedom, and freedom from any type of illusions. And I do feel like it took time, and that's okay. But when, like, the timing is right, boom, it's like the wheel will show, and there it is. And I definitely feel the growth between the Princess and the Queen. And what comes between them is the Nine of Cups. It's like, I don't know, I just get this feeling like, even though, I'm not saying you don't want love outside of yourself, but in the same breath, I feel like this is where you really start loving your life again. Maybe for the first time. And why is that? Because you're living authentically. Because you're not wearing any blindfolds. Because you know you now. You know the truth of you, all parts of yourself. And I feel like that is very freeing. Now, it's also a vibration, right? So anything trying to come into that vibration, again, I feel like this Queen, if you don't come to me with truth and honesty, then don't come to me at all. Don't come to me at all. And it's interesting because underneath the Five of Cups is the Emperor, and all of a sudden I just thought of the Emperor. Because this King has the Ten of Wands in reverse. So I don't feel like this is anyone who would put burden upon you. Quite the opposite. And, if I just look here, we got the Page of Swords, the Princess of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. We have a nice little family. But I feel like this is talking about older and younger. But not for all. Again, use your own intuition. All right, we have the Six of Wands. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. You know, I feel like right away your guides are saying, what can I do with my past pain, my past hurt, my past mental challenges? What can I do that I can learn from it? I can grow from them. Truly. This is something I will use as part of my GPS for my future. Like, this has been a learning experience, so I don't want to regret it. Okay. Anyway. So we have the Six of Wands that came out. Card of Victory. It's almost like someone's riding in on their horse. And everyone's like, yeah, yeah. Like, here you are over here, living your happy life. I feel like some of you creating out of your home, using your own voice, all of that. Like, no more illusions. You're set free from that. And then, you know, it's almost like I see you like in this, I feel like an artsy community, and you have like this little craftsman, and you hear this noise of like applause, and you're like, what is that? And you come out your front door onto your porch, and you see people, you see your neighbors and people out there like clapping, and you look down the road, and here comes somebody on a horse, riding in on a horse. And it's like, almost like, I'm here to save the day. I'm here to save the day. Now, that's, of course, probably not how it's really going to happen. But I feel like it's just how it's playing out in my mind. All right, let's keep going. Yes, Queen of Wands, she really is very intuitive. And she's sitting there with a black cat on her lap. And I feel like, you know, the Queen of Wands is someone who is action-oriented, no doubt. And I feel like that black cat is her feelers. Like, she sends the black cat out before she herself goes out. Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And then look at this. We have the Four of Wands. Wow. Coming over the Ace of Pentacles. You know, hello. This is the marriage card. This is really the most beautiful, to me, tarot card as it relates to love, partnership. Because everyone here wants to be here. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Coming right over the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles is bringing something into your physical world. And it's connected to what feels like I'm at home just minding my own business, doing my thing. The potential. Why do I say potential? I feel like it's coming no matter what. Well, then comes the Ace of Wands, which I can take this ace and wow, I can run with it, or I cannot take it at all. This is something I have to reach out for. It's interesting. I feel like some of you, in some way, you're already in that Six of Pentacles energy. You've found that balance. And I feel like you're in the stage of, doesn't mean I'm rich, but where I feel like, listen, I feel like I'm giving back, and it can be in different ways. Some of you, it could be like I'm giving back through certain places. I don't know, because I feel like there's a potential of meeting someone. Now, I may be doing something out of my home and I'm doing it online and other people are seeing it, well, it might just be the right person who sees it. But I feel like it's like your energy over here is just like, just so open and generous, and especially the Hierophant right there too, right? I'm giving from my heart. I give. It's like who I am. Okay, I feel like I'm going too long and far into that. Anyway, Four of Wands coming with that Ace. It's funny because now I look at that Nine of Cups. You add this Ace to it, it's like, you know, to me it's like moving into the Ten of Cups. But showing the Four of Wands. And listen, I feel like that talks about commitment. This is nothing I'm chasing. It just feels right. It would feel right. We have the Seven of Wands. Interesting, because it feels like the person who's coming in on their horse, that you're coming out of your porch to look at, it feels like, what are they doing? They're the defender of mankind, which is interesting. I said that. That's the meaning of my name. Defender of man, or something like that. And I feel like this person carries that energy. And I feel like you carry that energy too, but in a different way. I don't know. This is some of you may be like, well, that's not how my life is, but that doesn't mean that's not how it can be. We have the Four of Swords again, coming over the Queen. Sorry. Interesting, though, that we have the Four of Swords here, too, with the Wheel right here. So this could be two people who have gone through similar type of things, have overcome, and have learned to allow themselves to heal. Like, I feel like I may be helping them in one way, and they may be helping them in a different way. You know, we just see the Emperor, and the Emperor, leader of the people. Methodically. Here I feel more of like the Empress's energy. Okay. Funny how these readings are reading to me like movies. For some, it's like I'm seeing the higher version of you, but that's a reachable version. It's just a higher vibration. And then look at this with the Ace of Wands again. I feel like this, as our last card, means it's go time. It's go time. And by the way, this Ace is mirrored by the Four of Wands, the marriage card. The Ace can signify the beginning. Seven of Pentacles is right above that. Seven of Pentacles is your soul seed of intention. It's your tree of life. And I feel like the pentacles on this tree are pentacles, are experiences that my soul wanted to have, both good and bad. It's interesting because the energy where I feel like I was living in a state of illusion, I feel like you also, because there was so much to learn from it, you know, it's hard to say it's meant to be, but I feel like your soul wanted to learn from it. And sometimes it's learning how to overcome it. Sometimes it's learning how to find harmony amongst it, within oneself. But the one thing it's saying is, I'm not going to live in a life of illusion. No blindfolds. Only truth will do for her. And I feel like a sense of honor. Well, if this is the beginning of a relationship, it feels like it's the beginning of what will ultimately be a partnership. And it's interesting because it's like I am reading the energy of the Emperor and the Empress, because I can feel the similarities, but yet I can feel the differences. And it may be I do things this way and I do things this way, but both are fine and both work. And then you put them together, it's like it covers everything. So I don't know. I'm going to leave it there though. Last card, Ace of Wands, action. Mirrored by the High Priestess, your intuition, trust it. Connected to the wheel, your destiny. Be willing to move towards it. And I think I gotta let go of what I gotta let go. And doing so sets me free. Wow, okay. Let's read health. I like when I open right to it. This card comes to you as reassurance that your prayers about health and healing have reached heaven above. They may be answered differently than you expect, however, so it's important to stay alert and open to your intuitive feelings, which guide you to action steps. Take them, even if they seem illogical or unrelated to your prayers. Mother Mary sends you and your loved ones her blessings. Like her, you can receive and transmit God's magnificent healing love. You may even feel called to conduct healing sessions professionally. Wow. As this card assures you that your calling is fully supported by heaven. You may even feel called to conduct healing sessions professionally. And this card assures you that your calling is fully supported by heaven. Amen. I feel like there's many of us, just that validation, even though I already know what I know, having validation here and there just amps it up. So I found that was beautiful. But anyway, I'm going to let this be. I want to thank you for all that you've done for me for 2022. The channel, helping grow the channel, support the channel. It is not easy for a tarot reader. You know, I mean, I know there's some who just take off. But I trust my readings will reach who they're meant to reach. So thank you for just helping me stay on YouTube. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. A lot of you have been with me for a long time, and it's like I just feel your energy, right? Some of you are members, and I feel your energy. So that's really what I do, is I feel the energy, and the tarot is just like, you know, the tool that helps ignite my intuition. Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you next time at our table. Some of you I'll see tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.